Over the past month, I've consulted with TV repair experts, scoured online forums, examined warranty statistics, and sifted through countless customer grievances. What I've uncovered might frustrate some of you, especially if one of the brands I advise steering clear of is already in your home. Repair shops spot trends that everyday buyers miss. While you might purchase a TV once every 5 to 7 years, they handle hundreds monthly. They recognize which brands repeatedly show up with identical problems, which ones have accessible parts versus those that are basically impossible to fix, and which suffer from such poor manufacturing standards that some units endure for years while others break down quickly. Today, I'm sharing the Repair Pros no-go list. 3 TV brands they warn their loved ones against. Then, I'll highlight the 3 they endorse. I'm not sponsored by anyone for this. It's all straightforward advice. It might disappoint those who've recently bought from these brands, but better to learn now than regret later. If this info prevents you from picking a dud TV, subscribe and comment with your current TV setup. I check those and incorporate them into upcoming content. Safe links are below. Let's dive into the warnings. Blacklist Spot 3. Insignia, the store brand pitfall. Best Buy staff know this, but keep quiet. Insignia TVS are engineered to break down shortly after the warranty lapses. It's not paranoia, it's their strategy. Made in assorted Chinese factories with lax oversight, they're branded as Insignia and priced suspiciously low because they're subpar. The breakdowns follow a script, with Reddit flooded by stories like "My Insignia quit at 14 months" or "It failed right after the warranty." A tech I spoke with refuses Insignia jobs anymore. Parts are scarce, diagrams non-existent, and troubleshooting costs more than a new set. Technically, it's harsh. Insignia relies on bargain basement power boards with capacitors good for about 2,000 hours. At 4 hours daily use, that's 1,460 hours yearly, leading to failure around 18 months. Conveniently post-warranty. What irks me is Best Buy hyping them during sales like Black Friday. That $199 55-inch 4K seems like a steal, but it's headed for the dump by next year. Ditto for Walmart's On or Amazon's Basics. These aren't proper TVs, they're throwaway gadgets posing as such. If money's tight, opt for a second-hand Sony or LG from online marketplaces over a fresh Insignia. Premium used gear at least uses durable parts. Blacklist number 2. Hisense, the service horror show. Hisense stirs debate since their sets get solid reviews. High marks from sites, glowing YouTube takes, and specs that punch above their weight. So why do repair folks say skip them? It's the aftermath of issues. Stats I dug up are grim. Technician polls peg Hisense at 15% failure in 5 years versus Sony's 3% or LG's 5%. You're 5 times more prone to trouble. But worse is the fix process. Trustpilot slams their support as awful, with tales of quick failures, unreachable help, and long waits. Consumer Affairs log sets dying in months, with Hisense deeming flaws standard and denying coverage. BBB gripes include repair teams skipping wall-mounted units, blocking service for many. An Aussie forum poster heard from a local shop that Samsung and Hisense dominate their backlog, with Hisense claims being a hassle. Quality varies wildly. You could luck out with a decade-long keeper or flop with a 4-month lemon. It's gambling, and losing means endless support battles, rejected claims, or delayed refunds. If you insist on Hisense, grab it from a store with strong returns and add extended protection. That's your safeguard. Blacklist top spot, TCL, the cheap option that's not worthwhile. TCL's booming, rivaling Samsung in sales with rock-bottom prices, impressive specs, and YouTuber raves. But techs caution against them because low-end TCLs often fail prematurely, glossed over by the buzz. A Just Answer expert was frank. TCL, Hisense, Insignia, and similar budget tiers share components prone to backlight death, which is usually terminal. They're made for affordability, not endurance, so lasting just a year is typical. Another pro recounted swapping 3 boards on a 6 Series TCL without success. It needed full replacement. Data indicates 12% failure in 5 years, quadruple Sony's rate. When TCLs go, it's often backlights or power issues costing more to mend than replace. Support varies from efficient to exasperating, and repairs involve variable third-party techs. That said, TCL's 5 Series and up fare better than the bargain 3 and 4 Series. If buying TCL, invest $500 plus in a 6 Series or better. But then you're nearing LG or Samsung territory with superior staying power. TCL suits frequent upgraders okay with risks, but for 5 to 7 year keepers, the initial savings lead to pricier swaps later. Now, the positives. 3 brands techs suggest. Shifting gears from the downsides, here's what repair experts push for their own kin. Recommended third, LG, the bang-for-buck leader. LG ranks here not due to durability doubts, but slightly weaker service than Sony's. Their TVs shine overall. UK's Which? Magazine, via big reliability polls, ranks LG and Samsung tops, with Sony and Panasonic trailing closely. Consumer Reports echoes this from 121,000 plus TVS bought 2015 to 2025. LG's OLED has evolved, mitigating early burn-in via pixel tech and upgrades. Panels come from LG Display, same as Sony's, so top-notch quality. Techs commend LG's part supply. Fixes are feasible and affordable, making them repair-friendly. Expect 7+ years lifespan with care. OLEDs are sturdy post-initial period, burn-in controllable with varied viewing. Drawback: warranty service can be a pain. Recommended second, Samsung, the innovation champ. Samsung earns its place through big strides, blending features, accessibility, and fixability. Surveys like Which consistently rate them reliable. They hit shops often, but that's volume. Per-unit failures match LG near Sony. Edge, broad ecosystem and backing with widespread service centers, available parts, and decent, if imperfect, warranties. Samsung's QLED/Neo QLED excels in lit spaces over OLED. Gaming perks include 144 Hz and low lag. Smart OS is robust despite ads. Verdict: great for feature seekers without Sony premiums. Stick to mid/high end, skip ultra cheap ones. Extended warranties? Smart for any TV. Recommended first, Sony, the durability winner. Sony tops tech ratings, Consumer Reports, and satisfaction metrics for reliability. One study shows just 3% failure in 5 years, best among big names. A 2018 Sony OLED checked in 2023 had only 12% brightness loss, no burn-in, ongoing updates, and solid capacitors. That's premium longevity worth the cost. Sony's approach: safer component specs, running below max for longer life, costlier to build but rewarding. Average: 7 to 10 years per data. Upfront 20 to 30% pricier than Samsung/LG equivalents. But for keepers, a $1,200 Sony over 8 years beats replacing a $900 cheapie at year 4. Wrapping up repair insights on TVs, dodge Insignia and store brands. They're failure-prone with no fixes. Skip Hisense without bracing for support woes, high breakdowns, poor help. Bypass TCL's low-end 3/4 series. If TCL, go $500 plus on 6 series, but expect extra risk. Pick LG for stellar OLED. Solid reliability, fair pricing. Samsung for feature/gaming excellence and service reach. Sony for ultimate longevity. If budget fits, pays off long term. These techs aren't selling. They repair daily and spot real trends. Consistent cross-tech agreement is key intel. If helpful, subscribe. Comment your TV brand and age. Real stories aid all. Safe links below. Catch you next time.